Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss the general aptitude sections or some more questions of physical science general aptitude June 2019. So these are the first question is question number 4 from the set B. So of four agents alpha, beta, gamma and delta, three have to send together on a mission. If alpha and beta cannot go together, beta and gamma cannot go together and gamma and delta cannot go together, then which of the following holds? So here four options are given. We have to find the correct answer. So for this we have to solve like this. According to the question, alpha beta cannot send together. This is not possible. Beta gamma also cannot send together. Similarly, gamma delta also send together. Also cannot send together. So checking the statement in the solution or of the options. So first option is any three. So any three can go. So how it is possible or not possible? So out of two combinations you have to see in the above, alpha beta, beta gamma and gamma delta cannot send together. So how it is possible that three can send? If alpha beta send, then beta cannot be sent with gamma and alpha cannot be sent with delta. So this is not possible. So cannot send. So this option is wrong. Second option is alpha and delta can send together, other are beta and gamma. So alpha plus delta can be sent, but beta and gamma. So from the condition, beta cannot send with alpha. Similarly, gamma cannot send with delta. So this option is not possible. So this is also wrong. Now the third option is beta plus gamma sent together with delta and alpha and delta. So beta not go with alpha and gamma not go with delta. So this is a condition that these two cannot send together. So this option is also wrong. The fourth option is the mission is impossible. This one is the correct, because when three has to be sent, so the combination of two showing that they cannot send together. So this one is the correct answer for this question, that mission is impossible. Now the next question is question number 7 of set B. Two runners starting together run on a circular path taking 6 and 8 minutes respectively to complete one round. How many minutes later do they meet again for the first time on the start line, assuming constant speed? So here are the options given. Such type of question are solved by the trick only. So here you have to first understand the question. Two runners on a circular path taking 6 and 8 minutes respectively to complete a round means A and B are supposed two runners, so they complete the first round in 6 minutes and B complete in 8 minutes. So how many minutes later do they meet again for the first time on a start line, assuming constant speed? So such questions solved by LCM trick, you can say LCM trick shows that these two are the what they are the time. So in one round, first take 6 minutes and second take 8 minutes. So how they have to complete in second round, they take 12 minutes and next one is 16 minutes. So in the same way, from the option you have to find the number which having this number as a factor of the given number in the option. So you have to see the option, that option 1 is 8, option 2 is 24, option 3 is 32, option 4 is 60. So which are the multiples? So you have to see 6 is when 6 has to be divided by 24, 4 round, it means in 4 round he has to he is in the again starting point. And similarly the 8 minute, so 8 into 3 is 24. So 24 is the factor which these two number has to be shown together. So 3 and 4 are the rounds, means number of rounds. So when A has to as 6 minute times, and in 4 minute he has to come in the starting point, and then B has 8 minute has to take, so in third round he is in the starting point. So the correct answer is option number 2, means 24. So this one is the correct answer for this question. Now the next question is question number 13. A canal system is shown in the figure. You have see the figure that A and B are the inlet and outlet. Here G1 and G2 are the two gates. So first you have to understand the question. Water flows from A to B through two channels. Gate G1 and gate G2 are operated independently to regulate the flow. Probability of G1 to open is 10% while that of G2 is 20%. The probability that water will flow from A to B is, so we have to find the probability A to B, how much water has to be flow. So the solution we have see here. So in the figure, you have seen that A and B are the inlet and outlet. Here G1 is 10% and G2 is 20%. These are the probability of opening the gates. So water flows from A to B through gates G1 and G2, which are operated independently, and they are also responsible for the flow of the liquid or flow. So G1 probability is 10% and G2 probability is 20% to be open. So probability of water flow is G1 10% shows, G2 20% shows. Here G1 dash I have taken when G1 is off, so it is represented by G1 dash, and when G2 is off, so it is represented by G2 dash. Why we have to take in these things? Because when G1 is operated, they are, here in the question it is given that they are operated independently. So maybe it is possible G1 is on, then G2 is off, and G2 is on, then G1 is off. So we have to find the all over probability. So probability of G1 when it is open is 10%. When represented, so 10 by 100 it shows 1 by 10 probability, and similarly G2 20 by 100 it shows 2 by 10 probability. Probability when G1 is off, so total probability, you know, of a possible or event or not possible event is equals to 1. So we have to find when probability of G1 is off, so it is equals to 1 minus probability of G1 when it is on. So we have to use this relation, and similarly probability of G2 dash when it is off, it is equals to 1 minus probability of G2 when it is on. So we have to find the probabilities, and this is equals to P probability of G1 dash 1 minus 1 by 10 equals to 9 by 10, and probability of G2 dash is 1 minus 2 by 10 equals to 8 by 10. Now the total probability is, what is the total probability here when both gates are open? When one is open, second is off, and when second is on, first is off. So taking all three conditions, we have to put the numbers, and it is equals to 28 by 100. Feeding all the values, you have to get the 28 by 100, which shows 28% probability. So the liquid flows from A to B, and it is showing the probability of 28%. This probability 28% has shown in option number 3 of the question. Now the next question is question number 14. A long ream of paper of thickness T is rolled tightly. As the roll becomes larger, the length of the paper wrapped in one turn exceeds the length in the previous turn by, so we have to show the how the length exceeds. So here is the solution. A long ream of paper of thickness T is rolled tightly. The length of the paper wrapped in one turn exceeds the length in the previous turn by what? So here the initial radius is R. Now when it is rolled, so the next the paper having thickness T, so the outer radius is R plus T. So in one round, inner circumference is equals to 2 pi r. Outer circumference is 2 pi r plus t. So exceeds length is outer circumference minus inner circumference. So you have to see here 2 pi r plus 2 pi t minus 2 pi r. It is equals to 2 pi t. So which is option number 4 of this question. So you have to this answer as a correct one. So this one is the correct answer, option 4. So this is all about this lecture. Or thank you very much. Keep watching. Please like, share and subscribe.